What is going on, guys? Today's video, if you guys haven't seen what's going on around social media, we called out Cleetus Mcfarland on his channel and we said that we wanted to race his F150 with the 5-liter Coyote motor boosted with a 10-speed. We said that we would go out and race him in one of our trucks. So I think at this point, obviously we've got the Hellcat Swap Dakota, we've got the Hellcat Swap RAM 1500 if you guys are new to the channel. I think what we're gonna do is probably bring the Ram. It's, I mean, it is a full-size 2-door pickup truck. So I think that would be the most fairly matched vehicle in the sense of class, but that F150 is really light. So the F150 is all aluminum. This is mostly steel. This thing we weighed, the way you see it right now, is 5,000 pounds. Whereas the Dakota is 3,960 the way you see it here. But that F150, from the research I did online, should be around 4,350 to maybe 4,800 at the heaviest, but I think it's supposed to be around 4,300. So this one is actually closer in weight than this guy is, but I think this is the one that people are gonna wanna see the most. So what I'm planning to do right now is, he just did a dyno video on his and he's making way more power than a stock Hellcat is. So this is just a stock Hellcat motor right now. I have the cover off the side there, don't mind that, but it's still stock pulley, no games there. So it's, you know, potentially only 700 horse. Also, I still have 5.7 manifolds and downpipe on this thing, Y pipe. So we're gonna have to address that. And it only has pump gas in it right now, just 93. So what I'm gonna try to do is we're gonna go over, take a look and see. I found Sunoco nearby that has 100 octane fuel in it. I know some people might say, why not go E85? But you have to like resize injectors and do all that stuff, which right now I'm filming this on a Saturday. He wants to race on a Tuesday at the moment. So we don't have a whole lot of time to get ready, but I'm gonna see if we can turn this thing up just even a little bit to try to hang. He's making, on the bigger pulley, I think it's like 765 wheel horsepower. So that's like more like 800 horsepower at the crank. Turned up, I think it's like 860 or something like that. So that's more like 900 horsepower. So he's got at least 200 more horsepower on top of us right now. So I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to get the fuel out of this so we can put race fuel in it. That's kind of the goal right now. But for now, I also have the drag pack that we have to put on it. And then I'm gonna go and we gotta do some testing and see if we can get this thing ready. Okay, first things first, we're gonna go ahead and put our drag pack on. So we got skinnies for the front, we've got 28s for the rear, all 17-inch. So I'll throw these on and get the 22s off because these 22s are really, really heavy and they don't have that good of tire on it. All right, so wheels are on, you guys. I'm gonna show you guys that this thing sits extremely low. What I'm doing right now, I've got alpha connected and I'm just cycling the fuel pump. And I disconnected the fuel line. So of course we got a custom fuel system on this thing. So I got the dash 10 feed off the Holley filter and I'm trying to, never anticipated this was all gonna go down. So I have a full tank of just regular 93 octane gas in here. So I am just doing my best to empty as much as possible before we go over and check out that station, the fuel station, and hopefully can put some higher stuff in here. All right, so I managed to fill up both VP jugs right to the rim. And it's probably about 6 gallons or so out of each one. So probably 12 in the VP cans and then probably another 6 out of that. So we're about 18 gallons supposedly. And I think the capacity on this tank should be about 26. So it should be about, I don't know, let's say about 6 gallons, maybe give or take. On the gauge, it's showing that it's pretty much empty, but I do need to drive to the gas station as well. So anyways, let's go ahead. I'm gonna reattach the fuel line and then we'll get out of here. So we had to come quite a ways away, in my opinion, in the middle of nowhere. Apparently this station has 100 octane. Let's find out. This Sunoco right here. Well, there's the pump. I don't know, let's see if she works. Hopefully it works, we'll find out in a minute. Okay boys, so we made it. So it is $9 and pretty much 20 cents, 19.9. So cost me 91 for 10 gallons. So I'm gonna put in 10 gallons for now because I don't want to overfill it, and then I'm gonna end up coming back with jerry cans. My jerry cans are all full, so I really couldn't do anything at the moment. So I'll have to come back to get more gas for the event, but at least gonna throw in 10 gallons for now. things have escalated quickly. So we got Josh and his dad over here. They're helping us out. We tore off the exhaust, but we're putting these on for the drag strip. So we don't have the rest of the system though. So what we're gonna do is just run those turn downs after it, just so that our O2 sensors are gonna be reading accordingly. Because if you just were to put them on the long tubes, it would have sucked essentially fresh air in and completely scattered our readings. So we're gonna put those on. We just finished getting all the old stuff off, our old Y pipe with the cats and all that. So we're gonna keep working here and see how far we get. This thing is gonna be loud though, you guys. It's just gonna be straight header. All right, so we're about to start this thing. We got the headers on and we got the race dumps right there. You guys ready? Yeah, ready. She's gonna be loud. All right guys, day 2 and Josh is back and we are doing more stuff. So we started this thing up. The camera does not do it justice. It is so stupidly loud, you guys, straight header. I might, if I have time, I have a few things happening. So I have the engine apart on that Dakota RT. The bearings and stuff are supposed to show up today for it. So I'm hoping to put that back together. Then I can get this up there. Maybe see if I can figure out some exhaust stuff for it. I've got some Hellcat resonators here. I might see if I can incorporate them, tie it into the rest of the system. But for now, it's just open header and it's just insanely loud. But what me and Josh are working on right now is just making a little bit of an altercation to our original intake. And we're gonna try and see if we can get it to scoop right here. So what we're gonna do is make it so it pulls air from here. If you guys remember, we had the original filter right here where this velocity stack is, and it was pulling from in front of the fender liner and it came through here. But the nice thing about the way that we designed this is you can actually just put another elbow on here and then it's going to be right here. And I have a spare grill. I was thinking we were talking about putting this there and cutting this grill, but I think the way we have it there, I might be able to just keep my existing grill and it's just going to pull right from behind the honeycomb and look kind of sleeper. So we're trying to do that way we get a little bit more fresh air, and I'll show you guys the result once we figure this out. All right, check this out, you guys. So mission accomplished. So we went with this one instead, just the velocity stack, probably a little bit better idea. And you can see the factory, well, not factory, but our original intake comes through here and we just manipulate it to go right here and it fits perfectly. Didn't have to trim anything, cut anything. And we already test fitted the grill. We just took out that one little plastic backing plate. So clean, you guys. And then Josh has this little filter here, which if we're on the street, bam, you just run that in there, it just sits in there snug, and we can run it on the street like that. Race day, she comes back out. Pretty cool little setup. So we're gonna run this for now. If it was like a pure street vehicle, then probably would have a different, probably do the other intake, but for what we're doing for track, that's gonna work beautifully. So let's get the grill back on. So check this out. You can barely see it back there, but me and Josh are just messing with it. You can actually install and remove the grill. Oh, hold on. You can actually install the filter without taking the grill back off. So there's a filter, and then you can literally just stick your hand back in there. And there she comes. Heck yeah. All right, so Josh is gonna take off, but before he does, huge shout out to Josh for giving me a hand with all this stuff. I am gonna see about putting on a lower overdrive pulley, so I'm gonna try to get that done, but that'll be in the next video. But Josh drove all the way down and dropped off brand new slicks. So I was trying to get these. I'm gonna replace his slicks for him, but they're the same size. They're 28 by 10 17s, but the ones that are on the truck, they're like dry rotted, so we wanted to change them because we didn't really trust them too much. So the sidewalls are a little bit cracked and they weren't sticking that good, so we're gonna put brand new slicks on for this event as well. That's gonna be pretty much it for tonight. I'm gonna keep working on this in the morning. Josh got to get going home, and he has a YouTube channel too, so I'll link it down below. Check out his channel. He's got a Dodge Dakota RT that you guys might not approve of this, but he's putting an LS swap in it, so he's got a bunch of cool stuff going on over there as well, so definitely go check that out. And the adventure continues, you guys. So now is the next day. I'm gonna go ahead and we're running over to get a smaller pulley for the truck. I don't know if I should tell you guys that just yet, but hopefully if that goes well. And then I'm also gonna take over the wheels. I'm gonna put the new slicks on, and potentially I'm gonna get them to spin the fronts. Just since this is roll racing, this thing is gonna be flying, so I'm gonna get them to put those on a balancer, just see if they're somewhat in balance or whether we should throw some weights on it. So we'll see what happens. I know most guys don't balance slicks, but like I said, this thing is gonna be rolling, so we might as well get it checked out while we have everything off. All right, boys, we got a belt and we got a little extra sauce potentially. We'll see. Check that out, you guys. I thought I was tripping, but look at that roof on the Shell gas station. She's looking a little low there, bud. Okay, shout out to All Road Auto. They just mounted these for me real quick, and we actually ran a balance on them. They were really out of whack. So most people don't balance slicks, but or even the skinnies, but I'm glad we did because he road forced them and they were like way out for what they were. All right, guys, so we're back. Wheels are back on, new slicks are on, and things are escalating, you guys. So yeah, I have the blower apart, and it's actually more tricky to do on this than it is to do on an actual Hellcat car because the firewall, or you know, this windshield cowl is actually half over top of the blower. On a car, you can literally take the blower straight, like take the lid completely off. So I'm having to fight with it a little bit, but managed to get it done. So snout is off. Now I'm gonna go ahead and swap over this pulley and throw this thing back together. Okay guys, so I've got my pin holding tool, and I'm not really gonna go into detail on this because I am really pressed for time, but I'm taking off the stock pulley right now. And we've got this guy here. You can see physically much smaller. Hopefully you guys can tell. So let me get this on there. Okay, new pulley is on and tight. Check out the difference in size, you guys. That is so much smaller. So let's go ahead and reinstall this snout. Okay boys, first time having the Ram up on the lift, so I got her up and I have to figure out a drive shaft. It is 11:20 at night. Beautiful. And yeah, I've got some fabricating to do, so let me get done. Okay boys, it's now 12:46 in the morning. We've got a race at 10 a.m. and I got the drive shaft loop in there, so I'm gonna have to revise it a little bit, but she is at least in here. So we've got one. We've got the slicks, we've got our turn downs, and now we need to go have some fun. So that's gonna do it for today's video, you guys. So pretty excited to go finally race this thing. I don't know if I have dirt all over my face, probably. It's been a crazy day. We went and mounted the slicks, picked up a pulley, installed a pulley, tuned the thing, and installed the drive shaft loop. One man show here, boys. We're gonna go see and put up our best fight against the big boys. So I'm excited. Either way, we're gonna have fun. So if you guys enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. I don't know when this will come out. It might end up coming out after the fact because I'm literally about to race within less than 12 hours now. So probably gonna come out after the event so you guys can see all the prep work that went into this. But let me know you guys' thoughts and all that, and we'll see you guys on the next video.